السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري ويسر لي أمري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, my kids started going to daycare, and it was it was really nice to have my freedom. So the first thing that I did was I called a friend and I said, "Do you want to go see a movie?" And luckily, and it doesn't often happen that, there isn't, plans actually work out. And so we went and we just went into whatever movie that was basically on at 12 in the afternoon. And the movie was basically about a Christian priest, basically, and he has this church and it's going under, and they're trying to keep it afloat, and then all of a sudden they get these refugees from, I honestly don't remember from where, but they get refugees from Asia, and they're supposed to take them in. And this man is talking to his son, and he's telling him, just pray for God's help. I don't know what to do. Just pray for God's help. And his son, he looked at his dad and he said, "Aren't you God's help?" And he said, "Aren't you God's help?" And we are God's help, and we're supposed to be there for one another, and we're supposed to lean on one another. But the thing is, we really don't have that access to each other, and that's really a big reason why I'm making my videos. Is I can't speak on behalf of humanity at large. I can't speak on behalf of, but I can speak on my experiences and tell you that you're not alone, and I can tell you from my stories that it's going to be okay, and I can tell you that me personally, I'm going to be there for you, and that I can tell you that nobody's paying me, and that I'm not somebody that expects anything in return from you. And if you message me, and I hate to say this, but if you're a female and you message me, I will help you, and I will guide you through. And I'm going to be honest, it's not that I think talking to boys is haram or anything like that. I trust myself, but the thing is, the world is so vast, and I don't know who's on the other side, and so I can't say, I can't welcome males to come to me, because you just don't know who you're dealing with. And the Prophet ﷺ, and there's a hadith that indicates that if there are two people in the same room together, and these two people being a male and a female, then the third is always going to be the shaitan. And I believe in the wisdom of the Quran. I believe in the wisdom and the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ. And sometimes it's kefa, and sometimes it's even if you are not fully convinced of something, you have to know that there's hikmah beyond what you believe. So it's kefa that Allah SWT said, "Don't do this," then for me that's enough. And I'm not a therapist, you guys. I'm not a therapist. I'm your friend. I want you to know that I'm your friend. And the thing is, sometimes I think of my career path, and if I get my master's, what I'm gonna do and stuff like that. But I think about going into psychology, but honestly, when I think about that, I'm just yeah, as a background of studying, I did study psychology for my undergrad, but as a background, that's great. But for me, I don't want to be a psychologist, because then it completely negates to me my whole mission statement is that I want you to know that I'm there for you, and I don't want to be somebody that talks I just want to be someone that you can come to because I care. And that's it. That's the only incentive that I want. I don't want it to be because of I know to you it might sound really weird, but to me, I think I tell you guys this a lot, it makes perfect sense. And you know, I don't know. We'll see. But um, I I think we have to, in the midst of just like not just, I don't want to say not being safe, but in the midst of all the chaos, um, we have to do our part, you know, to to push ourselves and to put one foot before the other. And you know, you can't change everybody, but you can do something. You can do something, you know. And this is me doing something. I don't work. I don't have a career, and to be honest, I I mean, I don't think that's necessary to make a difference. I think you can make a difference as long as you put your mind to it. Then you can make a difference. To me, that's it. And to me, we're all um, on this earth together, and we should try to help one another. And we are, we are God's help. I mean, we are, and we should always remember that, and we should always know that, and people should feel comfortable coming to us. I can't talk to the entire world, but I can talk to my 57 subscribers. Okay, we're doing a good job. 57 subscribers. Yay! But I can talk to you guys, and I can tell you that let people open up to you. Let people talk to you. Let people feel comfortable and be like, oh wow, I met someone, and there's just this twinkle. There's just something about them that puts my heart at ease. And I just want to conclude with saying that this world is full of all the things that we don't like, and all the kinds of people and all the corruption that we want to stay away from. But when you are before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you are performing sujood before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's just this intimacy and this closeness, and it's almost like you're in your physical womb with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and just shut the entire world out, because nobody matters. And you know, just talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and vent to him and tell him, you know, I just want you to help humanity. I want you to guide us. I want you to guide us, Ya Allah. اللهم أنت الغني ونحن الفقراء، أنت القوي ونحن الضعفاء، أنت كل شيء ونحن من دونك بلا شيء يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أجرنا من خزيك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم ثبت لي قلبي وعقلي ولساني ونيتي يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام، تباركت إليك يا من الجلال والإكرام. So I'm just gonna conclude there, and that's it. I mean, I know the world is gonna be what it is, but you know what? When it's you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's the only world that you need. So just talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I don't have much to say because my video is already 9 minutes, and I just said I don't have much to say, but you know me, I talk a lot. I just have so many emotions and so many thoughts about the events that have taken place, that I'm kind of like at an outburst, and I really don't know like if I can handle my composure if I talk to you guys. And so I'm just gonna show you the peaceful side of me, because nobody wants me to get angry and yell at you. You don't want to be yelled at. But yeah, the state of our ummah, the state of the world. I think when I think about these hurricanes, I think a part of the hikmah of it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us of his might, and that, you know, yeah, there could be superficial, you know, things with President Trump, or there could be X, Y, and Z factors, and there could be Islamophobia, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us. But I hate when I do that, guys. I'm really sorry. But that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us that He is the greatest, and He is the one. And we know that, and I'm gonna conclude and I'm gonna end here, but we know that when we say Allahu Akbar, the literal meaning is that God is greater, and ... basically, which means that your imagination cannot possibly comprehend what God is greater than. So you can put the greatest possible, you could put the galaxies, you could put the Milky Way, you could put everything, you could put, you can't comprehend. And that's why you say God is greater. And it really puts into perspective of how great Allah SWT truly is, and His greatness is the vastness of His greatness, and even that it's so beyond our comprehension. Whereas if we were to say God is greatest, it really doesn't do the greatness of Allah SWT enough justice. So just remember that that's the world that you care about, the one that is between you and Allah SWT. And I want us to be better people, and I want us to push ourselves to be better people, and I want just humanity to take its course, and you have the chance, you have the ability to revive it. And people lost faith in it, but you're enough to revive the faith of humanity. So do that, do your part, do what you can. And I don't know if you guys heard through the camera, but my husband's like, yeah, look, we have to go. We have to be there at 6. It's 5:48 right now. So if I have a maw'id with you, this is why we're late. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. السلام عليكم.